Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. This is your daily reading for Friday, January 25th, 2019. I do hope that this week has treated you well. If you've been coming for the readings, then you're probably on some sort of journey to achieving your goals. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to ask for your overall energy for this day. This is going to help us understand the rest of the reading. So what is your overall energy for this Friday, January 25th, 2019? And as always, thank you so much for being here. And, if you guys have any other types of readings that you're interested in, please just let me know in the comments. I do want to have a little bit more variety on this channel in the coming year. I'm just not really sure what to do at the moment. I'm still practicing with a lot of my other decks. I'm still getting new decks and learning. And even with these, it's still a learning process. So just let me know what else you'd like to see, okay? So what is your energy for today? What is your overall guiding message for this day, for Friday, January 25th, 2019? What is your overall guiding message for this Friday, for today, please? Faith in the process. So yeah, like I just said, some of you are probably working on some new projects, working on achieving some goals, and you might be finding that you're in a place where you're questioning the viability of this project. You're questioning whether or not you can be successful. And this is a message just to kind of have faith in this process, faith in your experiences, whatever's happening right now. It's just kind of a part of the process. It's taking you where you need to go. Just kind of hold on, hang in there, stay strong. Know that, nature is supporting you. It may seem hard. It may seem like you're in a tight, tough spot, but know that, someone is there looking out for you. They are, whether that's, your higher self, whether that's the divine, your higher spirits, whether that's family members, anything like that. Someone is looking out for you. Know that you're not alone while dealing with this situation, and just kind of have faith that you're going to get through this, and that what you're experiencing right now is just a part of the process. It's a part of the journey, and it's going to be okay, okay? So let's see what your energy is in the aspirational position. This is going to help us know just kind of what you can hope for, what you can sort of strive for if you're able to overcome your challenges on this day. And it might even tell us a little bit more about the process that you're meant to have some faith in, okay? So what is your aspirational energy for this day, for Friday, January 25th, 2019? What is your aspirational card for whoever this reading is meant for? Please know that these readings are general, so it's not going to resonate with everyone, but it will resonate with some of you, and that's fantastic. And if you would like a private reading that's a little bit more direct to your energy, then contact me. The links are in the description. So what is your aspirational energy for this Friday, for today, Friday, January 25th, 2019? Please and thank you. You have the Queen of Swords, okay? And the Queen of Swords is a message that, you'll be able to know a little bit more directly who you are, and like kind of your individual gifts, what you're able to offer, what you're able to provide. You'll be a little bit more thoughtful in your choices. You'll be making more direct choices. The Queen of Swords, she is someone who, she's holding her sword very lightly, okay? So that means be careful with how you speak to people, be careful with your thoughts. Try not to be too judgmental, too strict, too, what's the word I'm looking for? Whenever it's time to remember a word, when I'm trying to, it just disappears from my brain. But just don't be too sharp with your words. Don't be too harsh, too aggressive, too direct. With the Queen of Swords energy, or the General Swords energy, it's a lot about thought. It's a lot about being direct. It's a lot about more kind of where you're coming from, your mindset. And I think with the Queen of Swords, you have a very sure mindset of what you're doing and where you're trying to go, but you are still going to be able to be a little bit more flexible. You're not going to be like, you know where you want to go, but you're able to bend on the road a little bit. As long as you keep your goals in mind, keep them in your head, and like keep the destination in your mind, then the path that you take is totally it's going to change. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be probably not what you expect. And you are, with the Queen of Swords energy, if you are able to achieve that energy, you're going to be more at peace, more calm, more able to deal with these unexpected twists and turns, okay? So let's see what's challenging you on the physical side. This can be your body, this can be your health, it can be your home, your career, your finances, your relationships, just anything that's affecting you on the physical level. So what is your physical challenge for this day? For Friday, January 25th, 2019, what is your challenge on the physical level? Please and thank you. So you have the Empress, okay? The Empress is a message for you to try to be a little bit more nurturing, but because this is in your challenge position, you're probably having some trouble feeling that nurturing, caring energy that you need. And it could be because based on whatever you're working on, you could just be kind of exhausted with it. You could be at a position where you're feeling a little bit cold, where you're feeling tired, where you're feeling distant for whatever the situation is, or you're just not feeling as connected in your heart. You're not feeling as strong about this situation as you were before. So this is I'm getting that this is something that you did at some point feel powerful about. You felt, very strong, specific feelings about, like, you thought it was important, you thought it was worth putting your energy into, you thought it was worth spending time on, but you're at this position. Sorry if you hear horns outside. Like I always say, we are in New York and there will always be sounds. But you are this is something you have put a lot of love into. You have put a lot of time into. And now you're at this position where you're not sure you have more love to give. You're not sure you have more energy to put into this because it's getting a little bit heavier. It's getting a little bit harder. It's getting a little bit more, it's taking a little bit more of your energy and your time than it did before. And now you're kind of questioning whether or not it's worth it and whether or not you have the ability to continue putting in that energy, putting in that care, okay? So let's see what you can do to overcome this challenge. How can you overcome this feeling of kind of getting to the end of your rope, getting exhausted, just unsure that you can put in the energy, you can continue to put in the energy in something that you've already put a lot of energy into? How can you overcome your challenge on the physical level for today, Friday, January 25th, 2019? How can you overcome this physical challenge? Please and thank you. Please and thank you to our higher selves and the divine for bringing us together and allowing us to share these messages with one another, allowing us to help each other in so many ways. What can you do to overcome this physical challenge? So you have the Seven of Wands, okay? And you have the Page of Cups, right? So with the Seven of Wands, I do think it's telling you, you have to defend this thing that you're experiencing, or defend the work that you've done, defend the emotions you've put in, even if that means defending it against yourself. So there's this part of you that's just like, I can't do it anymore, I don't have the energy anymore, I'm tired of it. Then that's the part of you need to say, you know what? We're just going to keep going a little bit more. We're going to keep pushing forward, and you need to find a way to do that with love in your heart. And it's possible you need to learn new things about this experience. You need to try new methods. Try to make sure that you're taken care of in this situation. That you are. All right. How do I put this? You are listening to your body and your heart, because if you are feeling exhausted, you are feeling tired, there's a reason for that. And it is like with our overall energy, it's part of this process, it's part of the experience. So you may need to take a step back and just say, okay, what am I doing that is making me so exhausted? What am I doing that's not working, that's making this feel so much harder than it did before, that's making this feel so much more like difficult work? And then when you figure that out, you can take the steps to ease your responsibilities a little bit. Just kind of back off and don't push yourself as hard. But this is telling you, you know, don't give up just yet on this thing, because it is worth it. The Seven of Wands says that this is something that you need to stand up for. This is something you need to say, I believe in this and I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep going. It also is a message, though, not to be obstinate, because you don't have the full picture here, meaning you don't know exactly what this path is going to lead to or how you're going to get to your destination. Remember, I said to keep your destination in your head. You don't necessarily know how you're going to get there, but you do know that it's going to be worth it, no matter what the voices in your head tell you, no matter how hard it may seem, or how other people might come and say that you can't do that, or that it's going to be really, really hard, and it may not be worth it to them. It is worth it to you. It's something very important to you, something that is kind of in your heart. But you do need to, again, take a step back and look at why it feels so exhausting, why it's so troubling to you right now, and then really reassess the situation so that you can figure out a way to make it less troubling, less exhausting, so that you're more able to move forward with a renewed energy. Okay, I think we're getting a whole kind of sense of renewed energy, a new start, a new excitement about a situation, right? But of course, stand up for that. Don't let somebody say that it's not worth it. Try to stay positive. Try to be very strong with your will, so that you can do your best, so that you can perform your best in this situation, whatever it is. You're going to have some renewed energy, but you do need to take a step back and say, you know, I believe in this. I believe that this is worth it. What can I do to make it seem less like a chore? Okay? Let's see what's going on under the surface on the emotional, mental, and spiritual level. What is your challenge on the mental, emotional, and spiritual level for today, for January 25th, Friday, 2019? Please, what is your challenge on this level for whoever these readings are meant to help and guide? What is your challenge on the mental, emotional, and spiritual level for today, Friday, January 25th, 2019, please and thank you. You have the Magician. Took me just a minute to figure out that this was the Magician, because these cards are so unique and beautiful and I love them, but they are not labeled. So you have the Magician. There is a part of you that feels like you're hiding some truth to yourself. Your passions are locked away. You're probably either working a job that has nothing to do with what you really want to do in your life, or you're living in a way that is not true to who you are. There's this animalistic nature inside of you, this very lively, excitable, kind of passionate thing that's going on inside of you. You have these dreams and these hopes, but you're kind of just living a life where you're just waiting for stability. You're waiting for other people to tell you how to live. There's just kind of a lack of personal honesty here, a lack of you being true to who you are, or even being honest to yourself about who you are. Does that make sense? Like you know that these things exist inside of you, this passion, this joy, this need for more than what you have, but you're not feeding it at all. You're very much in denial of these parts of yourself. And it could be, you could be living a very vanilla life, and you want some more kink or excitement or leather and whips in your life, but you don't know how to go after that. Or you could, like I said, be working a job that has nothing to do with your dreams and your goals. You could be in a relationship for convenience and comfort, but you don't have feelings, very deep feelings for that partner. Like anything that you see that you're living on the outwardly, underneath, that's not who you are. That's not the life you're meant to live. That's not the person that you wanted to be when you were younger, that you wanted to be 2 years ago. Okay, so really think about how you're deceiving yourself, because that, I think, is your challenge today, is that you're really just kind of deceiving yourself. You're very much saying you want to do something, but you're not putting in the effort, you're not putting in the energy to do it. You want to be a certain kind of person or live a certain kind of life, but you're not following through on those hopes. You're not following through on those dreams or on those goals, and you're kind of deceiving yourself, and you're deceiving people around you. And it's possible you found yourself trapped in this situation because you've spent so much time deceiving yourself and people around you, that now it would be a lot harder to kind of break away and move towards that place, and like kind of let your passions fly free, let them out. So yeah, I think you're just kind of suffering with some identity issues today. Let's see what you can maybe do to overcome this challenge. How can you deal with these identity issues? How can you deal with this challenge of kind of deceiving yourself, of having these passions that you don't want to let out, that you're choosing, or in so much denial that you're not even noticing, that you're keeping really locked up inside of you, this part of yourself that really wants to get out. And there's just this kind of energy of deceit, and it could be that, just what just came to my head, you're not trusting someone else, and it's messing with your foundation internally. It could be some of that. That's not what I originally got, but that is a message I just had in my head. So what can you do to overcome your challenge on the mental, emotional, and spiritual level for today, for Friday, January 25th, 2019? Please, how can you overcome your mental, emotional, and or spiritual challenge for this day, please? You have the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like we've had this 3 days in a row. It's kind of amazing. Be positive, be joyful, hope for all good things. And then you have the Nine of Swords. Right, so with the Nine of Swords, I think the message here is that the situation you found yourself in is one that you're very much, like I said, afraid to get out of. And I did just say a second ago, what did I say? That you're in a position where you've kind of trapped yourself, where you've been so much in denial about who you are, that you're trapped in this persona, you're trapped in this lifestyle, and that's kind of how you're feeling now. You might be in the mood to blame other people, to be like, I'm trapped because of my partner, or because of my boss, or because of the government, or because of the laws here, or my grandmother, my parents, whatever it is. Like, you're feeling trapped and you kind of want to blame other people, but that's not the energy I'm getting here. I'm getting that this is a situation that you're staying in because you're more comfortable in your fear. You're more comfortable being in this trapped position because being outside of it is unpredictable. Okay, there's some wisdom out there for you that you're not sure you're ready to take on. You're not sure you're ready to gain and to learn. Let's see, this is a Nine of Swords. Yes. So I do think that both of these cards together are a message for you to try to be a little bit more optimistic, really try to look at the positives of all these situations. Again, we have this energy of you kind of blaming other people for where you are right now, but then right above that we have a full moon and our very large pentacle telling you, that your intuition and your dreams and your goals, these are very important, and you need to look to those and try to be more more optimistic and more positive and hopeful as you try to break out of this situation you found yourself trapped in. Really try to go towards that knowledge and that understanding with an open heart, with an open mind, and try to really let go of this negativity, this blame, this comfort zone that you found yourself in. You're very much stuck in this position or this life because of things you told yourself. And both of these cards together are saying be a little bit more optimistic, really like try to step out and say, you know, I can do better. I can get through this. I can be okay living on my own. I can find a different job, one that means more to me, one that is more connected to my personality and to who I am. And I promise you that's going to improve things for you. Like if you just really step out of this zone of saying, I'm stuck here, it's everyone else's fault, I can't get another job because there are no jobs available. I guarantee you, if you step away from that mindset, you're going to find something that does work for you. I promise you, it's going to take time. It's going to take some effort, but it is not impossible to find that peace. You have to be a little bit more optimistic. This is definitely, I think, a mindset thing for you. You're very much feeling like you have to be this way because you spent so much time cultivating this persona. But this persona that you're in, it's keeping you trapped. It's keeping you from moving towards a greater knowing, a greater understanding. You are responsible for breaking out of that and really, really stop blaming other people and be optimistic and pull yourself out of this situation. You have the control here, okay? You can be who you want to be. You can live the life you want to live and be true to yourself, be authentic, be real with yourself, be real with other people, be honest about who you are and what you believe in and what you want to do with your life and what makes you feel passionate, so that you can break out of that magician energy that you're in right now, that behind the mask kind of energy that you're facing. Okay, so let's see what your energy is as you end this day. What is your end of Friday energy? How are you going to close this day? What is your energy for the end of this day, Friday, January 25th, 2019? What is your closing energy today? And as always, of course, thank you so much for being here. I know I've said that like 3 times already, but I need you to know that I really appreciate it, okay? So, what is your energy as you end this Friday? Please and thank you. See the High Priestess? Yes, go after your goals, go after your dreams, do the things that that speak to your soul. Really try to attune as spiritually as you can to yourself and to the divine, to the universe, whatever it is you believe in. Really get connected spiritually, okay? Really ask, pray or meditate or whatever it is that you need to do, and don't give up on the work, okay? It's going to take some time, it's going to take some effort, but just don't give up. You are what you're dealing with right now is not the easiest time. It's not the easiest situation with this 10 of Wands here. It's definitely some effort required. There's definitely some work required. But the 10 of Wands message is, you know what? You're not done yet. Keep going. This is worth it. Whatever you're doing, whatever this process you found yourself in, continue to have faith in that, because you're going to be a little bit more sure once you are more attuned spiritually to your goals and to your dreams and to your hopes and to the true, authentic version of who you are. Once you break out of this mask, and once you remind yourself that this is worth it, like I said, with your physical challenge, take a step back and take care of yourself and find a way to make it so that it feels less like a chore, and to remind yourself and anyone else that this is totally something that matters to you, something you believe in defending, something that is worth it to you. You're going to realize that you're more sure and you're more direct and more confident in your choices. But at the end of this day, you're going to be in a place where you can meditate, you can pray, you're attuning a little bit more to your goals, to your dreams, to your hopes, to who you are, to your true authentic self. And you still got some work to do, but it is not time to quit. You are supported. Again, here, just like with the birds in the faith in the process, nature is watching. Someone's got your back. I got your back. Nature has your back. Mother Earth has your back. Okay, you are supported in this. We have another full moon here for you, telling you, just keep going. Trust your dreams. Trust your intuition. Trust what's in your heart, and just keep going. It is not time for you to quit just yet. Okay, so let's see what your energy is for the weekend. That is your reading for Friday, January 25th. We're going to check your energy with one card for the weekend of January 26th and January 27th. So what is your overall energy guiding you through this weekend as you transition into the next week? What is your overall guiding energy for this Saturday and Sunday? Please and thank you. Bring it into form, right? Is that not perfect? Whatever you've been working on, whatever process you're in, you're going to, after you're more connected to your why, to your reason, after you remind yourself why it's worth it, and that you start to get more in touch with your heart and with your true self, your true passions, your true authentic spirit, who you are. Once you're more connected, once you know that this is just a part of the process, whatever you're experiencing today, you're going to be more able to start to bring it into being. Whatever it is that you're working on, it is time to take those steps and to make it a reality. Whether it is, it doesn't matter. It could be a project. It could be a relationship. It could be you want to move somewhere. Whatever it is, you have the ability to bring it into form, but you do have to break out of this mindset, this mask that you're wearing, this life of everyone else is keeping you where you are. You're in control. You're able to move out of it. You do have to remind yourself of that. And like I said, don't give up, okay? You have this. You can bring it into being, whatever it is, and have a wonderful, beautiful evening and an amazing weekend. I will see you Monday. Remember always that I love you. Bye.